Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Tuesday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go across to our friends up in Queensland. Of course, speak with the Vikings Athletics, including an athlete that actually won the Stawell gift just recently. Of course, they all join us right now. Thanks all you for joining us.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, I'll get each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about, all your involvements with the Vikings Athletic. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Carla. I've been with the Vikings for 2 years now. This year I won the Stawell 120 metre and 70 metre gift races.
Hey, I'm Ryan. I'm more of a Vikings support crew. I am Carla's boyfriend. We've been dating for a little over 2 years now.
My name's Kieran. I've been with Brett Robinson, the Vikings now for just over 6 years. And I was down in racing with Carla down in Stawell.
Hi, I'm Olivia Matza. I've been with Vikings for 3 years now, I think, yeah.
Hi, I'm Bridget, and I've been with the Vikings for 1 year now. Moved up from Melbourne actually last year. So living on the Gold Coast now with the Vikings.
Yeah, nice. I'm Brett. I'm the head coach at Viking Athletics. So this is my 12th year coaching this group.
So tell us about the experience at the Stawell Give, which obviously is the most famous athletic event on the calendar here in Australia.
It was absolutely amazing. It was such an amazing weekend and just a really great all-round trip with the team.
It was my 20th year down this time. A little bit running myself before coaching, but they're always roughly the same. They're always quite amazing. It always throws up a really good weekend and super enjoyable. I love getting around all the old coaches and the athletes, and it's always so intriguing, the event. So I think the interest is always there right till the Easter Monday. So yeah, fun weekend.
Carla, I need to ask you this question. You, as you mentioned, you won the Stawell Give, in particular in those events. And obviously I think that was on TV as well, if my memory serves me correct, as it always is. So what did that mean to you?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Honestly, it was just, it was such a big weekend, and to win on the Monday and have the team surrounding and have family and friends from home all watching on TV, it was just incredible. So amazing. Yeah.
And Brett, what that mean to you as well as a coach?
Yeah. Look, Stawell Gift's a really hard place to win, and it's great that it's on TV. It's good high profile for Carla and our group. It adds to the prestige, racing for 40 grand. But the TV is great. It adds an extra dimension of pressure. And there's lots of people at home that get to watch it that probably wouldn't normally get to see Carla or any of our squad run. Right before the footy, the ratings are really good. So it is a marquee event for the year. It's really, really hard to win. They're all very, very special, and they're very hard to win. So I don't really think about the TV or any of the stuff prior to it. We're just trying to get the job done. But it was it's amazing to see Carla cross that line. I'd probably still am in a little bit of disbelief over the weekend that we were able to pull that off.
The other three athletes that was involved in that Stawell GIF event, I guess, how did all three go in that, and how special was it for all three to see Carla win it?
Yeah, it was great. It was a strange day for myself. I missed out on the final narrowly, and so then to know that we still had an athlete in the final in some kind of challenging conditions. It had been hot all weekend, and then it was cold, it was wet, it was raining. So for myself there, I really had to regroup a little bit and just make sure that that as a squad we were there for Carla, and she only had to focus on the race. She didn't have to focus on keeping warm, keeping hydrated, when to start a warm up and when things were going to happen. That's what we're there for. So yeah, it was amazing. It was so close. None of us could really tell for a couple of minutes if she'd actually won or not.
Yeah, I think Kieran said it all just then. The weekend was just mainly about getting like at that end point. So I got out in the first round. I wasn't too well that first day, but after that, I just knew my job was to make sure Carla and on that final day, Carla and Kieran as well both got through that line nicely and just make the day as crazy as possible for them.
Yeah, I'm the same as Liv. I got kicked out in the first round, so not the best weekend for me personally. But yeah, it just goes to show that like athletics can be a team sport. You know, we were looking after Carla because she was also a bit sick that weekend, and keeping her warm, and you know, it was just such a good experience for us as well to be like part of the winning team. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, just to elaborate on that, like the three athletes and also Bridget that's not on this call is they all played a role on that weekend. So once Kieran was knocked out, each of the athletes sort of were given a job, whether it was, you know, going and getting a clothes or passing a water or giving her a jumper. They split up at either end of the track, and you know, we sort of gave you know, Matza, I think it was, the, you know, pretty much a scripted sentence to say to Carla right before the race, right before a semi, right before the final. Like, it was just rolled out. It was all pre-planned. And at the other end, you know, after the semi, the girls are there. One had water, one had the puffer vest to make it warm, and you know, and their job was just literally just, it's like after the semi, you know, the girls would just go, job's not done, and that was it. Put the jumper on her, and then we move on to the next task. So they all played an integral role. You know, we're probably the only group that operates in such a high functioning way in an individual sport, that it's just being operated as a team.
Brett, for you as coach in that race, the final race of the Stawell GIF, how nervous were you, and when did you have any idea or had some idea that Carla won it?
Oh, super nervous. You know, but I was nervous all weekend. I knew arriving that we're a chance. You know, I thought we were a chance in both the men's and women's. So I thought I was quite stressed over the weekend, but my job's not to really show that. There was probably a time on Monday where I wasn't sure that I wasn't going to bring up my lunch right before the GIF semis, but we got through it. To be honest, I wasn't 100% sure that she won it. Like, as I'm getting older, my eyesight's getting a little bit blurry. All that, the big screen TVs, not as high definition as it used to be. I don't know, but I thought I saw the blue runner cross the line. Because I always turn to the big screen and watch it there as they go past, and yeah, I turned to a friend that was there, Matty Beckenham, and I asked him twice. And the first time I didn't really listen to him, and the guys ran off and went and celebrated. And then I asked him again, and I walked down, and he said that we won, and we celebrated a bit. And I was walking down, and I asked an official who won, and they said the blue runner. And so I don't think I really believed it until they announced it, to be honest. Like, the team was celebrating, I was embracing Carla, and they hadn't announced it, and I wasn't 100% sure. So I was still a little bit like, oh, this could look really awkward in a minute, but we got through it. We got through it all right.
Carla, when did you thought you won it?
Yeah, so crossing the line, I was like, well, I think so, but I really couldn't be sure. And again, yeah, I didn't want to be celebrating too early. So I kind of, yeah, we all say good job to each other, all of us girls at the end of the line. And I was just trying to wait and listen to it over the speaker. But I didn't actually hear it. I just had all the team running towards me. I was like, well, okay, we'll take it. Yeah.
How was it? Like, after all that hard work from all of you, and obviously going from, and especially for the athletes to go from, you know, competing your race, go knock down the semis, and obviously in the first round to obviously see your teammate Carla winning. How special was that, and how important was that to see not just how well she did, but I guess as a squad, how important was that to see all that hard work come into fruition?
It's so special. It's everything you think about when you're doing cold 200 reps in June and July and August and all the way through. That kind of feeling, that kind of elation, and that feeling of accomplishment, even when it's not yourself, but it's your teammate. Like that's what gets you through the winter training days. Just knowing that it'll all pay off, and it doesn't happen overnight, that it is months and years of work, and that's what Carla's shown.
Yeah, it's definitely a surreal experience, and being able to do it, like, even though we didn't win, we were a part of it and we played a role in that. And it just makes the whole thing so special to be able to do it with the crew that you were freezing in pre-season, to be able to make it to that line all together.
So like I've been watching Stawell for ages, and finally just to have, well, not finally, but knowing someone or even part of your team win that was just an amazing experience for us all. That's going to go down in history, being a Stawell gift winner. So it was pretty cool to be part of.
So what's next for all of you?
Well, we're back into pre-season next week. So into those 200s Kieran was talking about. Lots of fun. And then, for me next year, I'd really like to go back. You got to go try to defend your title at Stawell, as hard as it's going to be. Give it a go. And then, definitely kind of state nationals on the track.
So, Carla, obviously you got that big trophy from winning Stawell. Do you still have that at the moment?
I have the glass one, so I don't have the big one with the names. You got to give that one back.
The big one might need a wash.
Yeah, few drinks in there.
Might need a wash.
Wash.
So how long did you manage to have it for, Carla?
We had it overnight. Yeah, it was put to good use by the team overnight.
Okay, so tell us a bit about the celebrations. Now we're on to that part.
These are the celebrations back at the hotel room. We had some big celebrations. All went around drinking out of the trophy, which is pretty good.
It was actually really out of the wins we've had, it was probably one of the more special wins. It was probably the first time we've done it where we actually we stood around in a circle and drank out of the trophy, and almost just I passed on our admiration to Carla and what an inspiration it was that day. So it was quite a surreal afternoon for us. But like Carla proper has an alter ego. Hey, like she's the quietest human all year, and then like is just a loose cannon once it comes to celebration. So I was in disbelief. I expected more from our mate down the corner here, Liv, but Carla was out of control. Like poured her own beer at the pub and sculled it, and then she just revved the crowd up. It was like we wouldn't expect that from her in a million years. It was such a fun night.
Yeah, I don't think a gift winner, male or female, has ever worked the crowd at the Gift Hotel pub ever that well. That was just something else.
It was a very fun night.
So was that just, in the moment, Carla, by the sounds of all this?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely drinking the beer behind the bar. We walked in. Kieran walked in yelling. It was really great to walk in with the team. And then when the people working the bar noticed that we walked in, they invited me around. Told me to pour a beer, and then to the song "We Are the Champions." I got to spell it. Yeah.
I have to ask all you this question then. So what does the sport of athletics mean to all of you?
It's a large part of my life. It has been for 20 plus years now, maybe more. So yeah, like it's a huge part of my life. Whether it's athletics or professional athletics or surf lifesaving, love being a part of, a group of athletes that are all trying to better themselves. And I think it's really quite inspirational, and it keeps me young, and, it's good. Yeah, it's a really good, fun environment. Like I find it's a really healthy space for us to be in and be ourselves. And yeah, it's a huge part of my world.
Yeah, I mean, across beach, grass and track, it's been something I've done 5-6 days a week with the Vikings for the better part of my adult life. And it truly is about the whole squad. You have your own personal ambitions and you have your own goals and everything like that, but you know that the people beside you do as well, and that they're going to do their best to help you get there. So for me, it's all about the wider squad, and not only the people that I train with every day, but then the people you meet racing as well, and the characters and the ones you see each year. They really bring something special, and it's just expanding your outlook on life as well. Knowing that you invest so much in something, but it's not the be all and end all. There's still more to go on with.
So I've been doing athletics for literally as long as I can remember, and I think that just goes to show the sort of love I still have for the sport. And more recently, taking up professional running, it just changes the sport a little bit. You have a different sort of focus. You're not focusing on times, you're focusing on winning the race, and it's a bit of a calmer sort of feel to it, running in those sort of races. But yeah, I've always lucky to have a great team environment to train with, people just as motivated and determined as me. So yeah.
Yeah, I've only been in the sport since 2018, and I fell in love with it instantly. Just the environment, being able to meet new people, the feel you get when you cross the line, running new PBs and everything. Like it just really, like, even the training sessions in the cold, like we talk about, training in the cold like was silly, and it's just so much fun, and I just wouldn't want to do anything else.
Yeah, being part of the Viking team, it's just incredible. It's kind of what makes you show up to training, is being in that atmosphere and training with everyone there, and just everyone just really wants to better themselves and better the team as a whole, and it's a really good environment to be in.
I have to ask, be careful you answer this. I'm asking this to the athletes. Tell us about your amazing coach, Brett, that's in this call. Be careful you answer this question.
Who's first?
That Robinson fellow, Jesus.
Honestly, Robbo's amazing. Something big that stood out to me over the Stawell weekend was how well Robbo hides his emotions from the athletes competing. So you can talk to other people about it, but for me, when I was competing, I was a bit worried about my hamstrings going into Monday. They were a bit tight, and I was telling Robbo about that, and he seemed super calm, and just him being calm and speaking to me about it really calmed me down, and stopped me from stressing out. It wasn't until after I found out how nervous and stressed he was also just going into Monday. So he did a really good at hiding that from Kieran and I when we were racing on Monday, and I think that was really beneficial for us. Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty hard even in a squad as big as ours to find someone more passionate about people and athletics than Brett. He puts the most effort in. I know we're the athletes out there running around, but if we have a question that he doesn't know the answer to, if he looks around and feels like he needs to find more knowledge or something like that, he'll go out and find it. He won't just sit there and let us guess and let himself guess. He'll go find an expert, whether it's a physio or a strength and conditioning coach or something like that, or another coach as well. He's not afraid to reach out to other coaches to make sure that the athlete experience is the best it can be, and that we as athletes come first. Try and find someone that puts more effort in than Robbo. I dare you.
Well said.
I was going to say that same sort of thing is Robbo's passion for the sport. If you don't have a coach that's passionate and loves the sport, then they shouldn't be there. And that's exactly what Robbo does have, and it makes us really want to strive to be the best that we can be. And I think also what he puts into our programs, with like strength and conditioning going to Bond and having Rick there, and then Josh Carter, our physio, alongside him. You know, it's a great team that they've got for working with us.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten us the best team we can have, coaches wise. He's such a good like role model to us all. Him being an athlete himself so much. I really don't think any of us would be anywhere close to where we'd be today without him. He's like a second dad to me most of the time. Like, he's just such a good coach. I'm so glad to have him as my role model and to have him looking after me.
So, Brett, hearing all that, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, look, it's a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. Yeah, look, they're right. I'm super passionate about what I do. I'm super passionate about the athletes that bring everything to the table at training. I'm super passionate about the people we put around us, Josh and Rick and Bonnie and Harriet. You know, everyone that works with our team, you know, has an understanding that we're here for the athletes. And you know, I genuinely believe that you know, what we put together is one of the best in the country, and I genuinely believe that our athletes will succeed sooner rather than later, based on what we do. So it's a lot of hard work, and I love doing it, and I love working with people like these four, and you know, and many of the others that aren't on this call. So you know, it's they are a part of my family, and you know, it keeps me young, and you know, it's really, really good fun. And you know, I've got to learn new time, like TikToks and other sort of crap that other coaches wouldn't get subjected to. But you know, it is good fun. It makes me laugh, and you know, it makes me want to turn up as well. So yeah.
Fantastic segue to my the last three questions I'm going to ask. Lighthearted ones, which is who's the comedian, the best singer, and into their TikToks?
TikTok's definitely Liv.
TikTok is definitely Liv.
Live all the way.
Wiggle, wiggle.
No.
Don't bring that song up.
Why don't you do it, Liv?
Yeah.
Don't do it. There's not enough time. There's not enough time left in the call. Oopsies. Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah, recording's over.
Just
Yeah.
look at my TikTok, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Robbo was belting out a few tunes in the shower one morning. I think actually Sunday morning maybe. I think it's what was it? Was it Country Road?
Yeah.
It's always Country Road.
Always
Always.
Country.
There's no other song.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
you're talking about the Wiggle song. That's a new song.
Because I got a voice of an angel. I gotta let it out.
That's why the mirror's broke.
Now, any pre-competition superstition or ritual?
Oh, I'm proper mental. Hey, I like just even the store weekend. Like before Carla ran a 70 meters, I went and got her singlet from the singlet place.
Yeah.
The singlet tent, and the lady gave me an orange rubber band, and I didn't know where to put it. And I put it on my wrist, and then Carla ran really good, and I was like, maybe the orange rubber band's good luck, and I didn't take it off literally until I got in the shower on Monday night. I was like literally like, proper mental. But I also have this like where if I see like money on the ground, like a 10 or a 5 cent piece on race day, I've got to pick it up and have it in my pocket. And on Saturday morning, I found that we parked, and Kieran remembers it.
Yeah, I remember.
There was a 20 cent piece when I got out of the car, and I went, oh, this is good luck. Put it in my pocket, and I had to carry it around in my pocket until Monday night. Like it was literally like proper off my head. Like just my brain is just losing its mind. But this is the things the idiosyncrasy I've got to deal with to make sure Carla wins or someone wins. The rubber band.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I've got nothing that crazy. I always have to for any big meet, so like Stawell, something like that, I have to put together a new Spotify playlist, and then I over the course of the weeks beforehand. I order the songs to try and get the exact hype level for when I'm finishing my warm up.
I don't think I have
like
anything
that.
at all. Really do anything.
Look at all the corn chips.
Neither.
You ate like a kilo of corn chips before every time you race.
Let's not talk
Never do
about
that
corn
again.
chips. They're going in the bin and staying there.
Corn chip lover.
I used to have a lucky.
Robbo bought a kilo of corn chips and said I bought them and ate them all.
You did eat them all.
You did eat them all, can confirm.
What to say? I didn't eat a single one.
What about you, Carla? Do you have idiosyncrasies?
I am the complete opposite. So on the line, I have to put my hair behind my ears and set up the exact same way. But before I get to the line, I'm the complete opposite. I have to be completely in the atmosphere, in the environment, whatever happens, just talking to people around me. If something happens differently, just completely open to that. Open to a change in the warm-up if time restrictions or anything. So I'm just have to be completely calm, completely open. If I try and get in the zone too early, if I try and get in the zone before I'm on that line and ready to go through the motions, that's when I psych myself out. So I have to be completely calm until I get to right on the line.
That's why Carla's the favourite, because we're all head cases. We need if something's wrong in the warm up, like me and Liv are just going to lose our heads. Over.
You should have an orange rubber band.
I used to have superstitious items, but then I would run bad, so I'd lose the item, and so I don't.
It's the problem.
You don't work anymore.
As soon as you run bad, you're like, oh, done.
Exactly. So I'm chucking those lucky pair of undies out. You won't.
They needed to go. The same one since you were a junior. Yeah, everyone's happy that they got.
Sesame Street jobs.
The last question I want to ask all of you is two-part question. The first one is, what would be your advice to people that should get involved in athletics?
Yeah, that's a big one. Firstly, you won't regret it. Athletics, it's not ever just about the sport. It's not ever just about that competition that you have. It's always about, the months that you have surrounded by your team, improving on the track, improving in the gym. You won't regret it. And it's just really a whole rounded thing. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. For anyone that wants to get into athletics, just go find a group of people that you want to be around and give it a go. I was a horrible runner as a kid. I always had to trip my younger sister to beat her in a race. So just find a group of people that you want to be around and give it a go, and keep giving it a go. Don't give up. It can take a year, 2, 3, 4 before you start to see any results. But if you love it and you enjoy it, just keep going at it.
For me, I would say just focus on the journey. It's a lot. You spend a lot more time preparing to be somewhere or to achieve something than you do in that fleeting moment that you're training for. But focus on the journey. Find some good people and have fun.
My thing would be it's never too late to start, because I already did start at a pretty late age. You can always achieve stuff. Do it for fun. It's such a fun sport. A nice environment. So just give it a go, no matter what age. Just try it out. There's no harm in that.
Well, if you're uncoordinated ball sports like me, athletics is definitely something you should go for. The training sessions over winter can be pretty tough, but the rewards can be very worth it, especially if you're winning Stawell. It's, you find a squad and it's really a great environment to be within, and definitely go for it.
So the final part of my question is, how can people get involved with Viking Athletics?
Yeah, probably. Obviously, we're based on the Gold Coast, so just drop us an email or get in touch with us on Instagram, and send us a message, and we'll try and make a time to see you and invite you into the group.
Well, thank you so much for getting up your time to join us. It is awesome to see Queenslanders winning at the Stawell GIF in particular, especially an athlete who's actually from where I am, where I used to live, actually in Harvey Bay. So it's great to see a hometown local winning, of course, the Stawell GIF. And congratulations, all of you as a squad, and obviously the support crew as well. And obviously can't wait to hopefully get to see you back down here in Stawell, and hopefully some more victories coming down in the next couple of years, and especially Carla, hopefully to defend that title in 2023.
See you
Thank
then.
you. Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Of course, if you want to get involved, of course, in athletics, especially with the Viking Athletics, we'll put all the details up on how you can go about that. There's more on the Smash Sport Show right after this. Don't go away here on the Tuesday edition.